WhiskyJason here, Whiskey Live Dublin 2024, together with
Woody Kane from Royal Oak Distillery with the Busker Irish Whiskey.
Very, very good. A beautiful distillery at the moment, not open for visitors.
Not right now, yeah.
Not at the moment. I hope that one day it will open again.
Yeah, well, we're looking at it definitely. I mean, it's a very aesthetic. It's a beautiful place.
Beautiful.
So I think people need to go see it. You know. Yep. So yeah, we're looking at that.
Let's talk about your whiskey.
Sure. So we are. We're in business since 2016. We've been producing. On Easter Sunday on 2016 was the very first spirit to flow from our stills. It was a single malt spirit, and we are the very first distillery in Ireland to produce all three types of Irish whiskey and release them to the public. So we do our own grain, our own malt, our own pot still, and we also have our blend, which is the only Irish whiskey single blend that exists in the world that has all three types in it, because we make it all.
All right, very, very good. So let's start with your grain, first of all.
So our grain is, it's unusual in the fact that we use local wheat.
Yep.
So by using local wheat, we are keeping that whole idea of what it was from the very start with those monks, by keeping everything as close as you can to where you're distilling. So that's the first thing with it. We also use a combination of a bourbon cask, and we also use a Marsala cask. Now Marsala is interesting because our owners are Ilva Serrano, who own Cantina Florio, which is the oldest winery in Sicily from 1833, and we use their Marsala casks. So we get sent over the finest, freshest casks for use in our grain whiskey.
Very good. Your column still, can you give me maybe some specs on that?
So our column still is a 5 or 4 column system, depending on what way you look at it. We start off with a degasser, so not many of them would have that. That's the extra column we have. It's it's very state of the art. What's great about it is that we will be able to flavour profile in the future with the amount of plates in it. It's just absolutely fantastic. Working it is a dream, but it's also a challenge.
It's a little bit complicated machinery.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. But it's what's great about it as well is it's 100% analysed. So we are able to look back. Let's say if we want to go back 5 years and say, well, you know, how was the flow rate? How was everything working? What was it? All the data has been recorded. It's all there. So for quality, of course, and consistency, it's vital to be able to do that. So we're delighted to have that.
So moving over to your single malt.
So our single malt is made from 100% malted barley, again straight from the locality of where we are in Royal Oak Distillery. And great thing about this is it's all triple distilled, it's all local, and we really focus on the quality. The barrels that we use here are bourbon cask and also an Oloroso sherry cask, and it really enhances the beautiful flavours that we get from this one. Nice sweetness, great fruit. It's just absolutely delicious.
Yep. And then you have the traditional standard and much loved pot still from Ireland.
Pot still, so from Ireland, it's a distinctive characteristic of Ireland. It's a great point of note for Irish. It's forming an identity. It's allowing us to innovate, even from the very start when we invented single malt whiskey and had it all around the world. Of course, then when it was started to become more famous in places like Scotland, well, we needed to hold on to our own identity, and with taxation, all of those things, we decided, you know, let's see what we can do as a nation to produce something that's just ours. That's where pot still came about. It's a mash. Ours is a mash of malted barley and unmalted barley. Again, all from the locality around the area. That's our mash bill going in. It's a 50-50 mash bill is what we use. And it comes out, once we have it, it goes into those bourbon casks. And again, that Oloroso sherry cask, really rounding it off, giving us a fantastic, amazing pot still whiskey.
Wonderful. Now this is for me a new bottle that I did not see last year, so tell us a little bit about this.
So this is a special, we're looking at innovation, and we're thinking about how can we innovate, what can we do. So instead of just jumping ship and starting to use other barrels to try and create innovation, we said let's push the boat out and see how far can we push what we're doing already in order to create our whiskey. So we heavily invested in our barrel program here. And what we do is we take the best of the pot still from the bourbon casks, and we put that into these sherry casks that we've really fresh, really good, fantastic,
natural color,
amazing.
People,
all natural color. You can see the differentiation on that. It just takes straight away. It starts taking on all it has to give from that sherry barrel. It's a fantastic way of looking at age versus maturation. And of course, Jason, as you well know, the difference between age and maturation is very easy to see in any man. We get older, but we don't mature very well. So
that's true. That's true.
So with this, it's just this saying that age is how long it's left in a barrel, maturation is the interaction with the barrel, and here we see that interaction happening straight away. 3 years in a bourbon cask, and we only give it 1 year in these exceptional sherry casks, and that really brings the interaction between the spirit and the wood to life, and we have this fantastic, amazing product at the end.
I'm asking everyone here about their water supply.
Yeah, okay.
Scotland loves soft water. Kentucky loves hard water. You're in County
Carlow. So
what do you have for water there? And
so first of all, we are actually on top of what's known as the Natural Barrow Aquifer, which is the largest underground lake in Leinster. You've got a lot of granite, you've got a lot of limestone, great filtration. Water is slightly hard, but of course don't forget, all water before it touches here has to go through reverse osmosis, because you can't have any good or bad bacteria. Has to be natural going in. But it just means the quality of what we have, it takes less work to get it to where we're looking for, so we have to do less to it.
Right. Very, very good. Where can we buy these bottles? What countries are you in at the moment?
So we are very strong. Our number one country would be Japan. We're the number one selling Irish whiskey in Japan currently.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Wow, that wasn't 5 years ago the case.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. It wasn't even 2 years ago. So 2 years ago, being honest, the Busker wasn't really around that much. Pandemic, everything going on. But in those past 2 years, with the work that we've done, what has happened is we have moved with the IWSR results out. We are actually the 8th most sold Irish whiskey in the world today.
Great.
So it's a phenomenal growth. It's absolutely amazing. Japan, of course, was fantastic, instrumental in that. We're also very strong in Canada. We've got good distribution in Europe. So you can pretty much find it in quite a lot of places now, which is great.
And this is your own juice, which I think is great.
Every drop is our own. We're proud to have it like that. All the people that work there are local. All of the Irish ingredients are local. I think we're the largest Irish whiskey distillery that uses all local grain. And we're proud to have that as a major standpoint.
That message has to be broadcast a little bit more often, I think.
Of course, I think it's good. It's good to be able to say it. It's just we wanted the authenticity of being Irish to really come alive, and we felt by using Irish grains, it gives that extra bit of gravitas on what it is that we're trying to do.
Excellent. Online, www.
If you go to www.thebusker Irish Whiskey, you'll find anything you need to know about it. And the other thing is, this bottle that you looked at here, this is our new bottle going forward.
Oh, okay.
So we are going to keep our blend as it always has been, so the blend will stay. But our grain, our malt, and our pot.
Royal Oak Distillery. Very, very good.
So this is our new bottle for the pot still, for instance. So you can see there. It's got that stamp Royal Oak. Proud of where we are, proud of being from Carlow. We wanted that to come out nice and strong. Proud of being Irish, and so if you get to see a bottle, take a drink and enjoy it.
Thank you very much. WhiskyJason together with
Woody Kane.
Bye bye.
It's a good rendition.